part 2 of every single book that I read in 2025. Stolen Heir by Sophie Lark. This is the first book in the Brutal Birthright series. I started reading this at the beginning of this year, and I'm actually just now getting onto the very last book of it. This one, because it was the first one in the series, it was a great introduction to the characters and stuff like that. So I do recommend if you are kind of into like the interconnected standalones. Whereas Molly by H.D. Carlton, this one I did enjoy as well. Not as much as Satan's Affair, but I do say that it was enjoyable enough that I would probably read it again after it's been long enough that I don't remember what happened, you know what I mean? Reckless by Lauren Roberts. Like I said, 100% hands down this entire book series. This book I did enjoy. I liked the plot of a little bit better. I liked the ending of this one leading into the third book. The cliffhanger and the jaw-dropping ending of this book was absolutely like beautiful. I will sit here and die on that hill. If you want like a good like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this is the book to read. You Belong to Me by Haley Krischer. I think that's how you say it. I absolutely enjoyed this book so very much. I did do a review on TikTok about it if you guys should check that out. I genuinely really enjoyed this book, and I was not expecting it to be the way that it was. The Dead Guy Next Door by Lucy Score. This book was the first in her the Riley Thorne novels. I do have all of them that she has released. It's the only one that I've gotten to so far. This book, because it was a little bit different than what I was expecting from Lucy Score, I'm not saying that it was bad, but because it was different, it did take me a little bit longer to get through because I was having the hardest time understanding that it's not that I previously read. All We Lost Was Everything by Sloane Harlow. I was so extremely excited to read this book because of how anticipated it was for me. Her first book that I read by her was one of my top trending videos. It's pinned on my page if you want to go check that out on my TikTok. Very excited to read this book because of how much I enjoyed her first book. Savage Lover by Sophie Lark, another book in the Brutal Birthright series. I'm really excited for this book because of who the main character is in regards to where his family members lie and where he stands within his family. Powerful by Lauren Roberts. This is the novella that takes place around one of the characters that passes away in the first series. Spoiler alert if you guys have not read that. I mean, I haven't said any names, but still, if you read the back of this book, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. I absolutely loved this, and I cried the entire way through reading this entire book. Deep End by Allie Hazelwood. This is my second Allie Hazelwood book that I have read. The first one I read was the Hypothesis something or whatever, and so this book and that book are very different on different playing levels. I was very surprised, and I enjoyed this one. Fearless by Lauren Roberts, the finale to the Powerless series. I absolutely loved this book 100%. It was just so freaking good. It was so good. The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. I remember reading this book in English class one time, and one of my classmates was asking me what was it about and stuff like that, and so I was kind of explaining, like, you know, I thought it was really good and I was really enjoying it, so they ended up picking it up, and now I've actually heard back from said person, and they're actually really excited about, you know, continuing to read Frida McFadden.